All right, this video is going to show you something called the double leash method. It's something you've probably seen written for instructions for certain dogs, and maybe you don't know what it means or how to do it. This is so helpful. It does take a little practice and finesse though. So the point of this method is, one, if you have a dog who is a door dasher, right? They'll go into their kennel when you're putting them back, but the second they're in, they turn around and they're trying to run out. Or they'll go in, and the second you go to lean down to pull their leash off, they dash. This will prevent you from being stuck in that situation. So it'll let you remove the leash from their neck, a slip leash, without having to put your hand down and grab it. You're able to, the second they get into the kennel, shut the door, it'll pinch your leash, and then this is like a little pulley system that will allow you to remove the leash without handling them. This is also excellent for a dog who appears really shy or fearful or uncomfortable with a lot of neck or head petting. So again, when you're putting them back into the most vulnerable position that they're going to be in, when you have to step down and grab towards them and pull off, you won't have to do that because you will be using a little pulley. So if I have a dog who's really head shy, neck shy, uncomfortable with reaching, because I've read those behavioral notes, I start off with the double leash on, and then I don't at any point have to go and reach my hand towards to clip the clip leash onto the slip lead. If I have a door dasher, I might not do it from the get. I might, as I come back in to put them away, grab a clip leash off the wall or set it up outside their kennel because I know I'm gonna need it. But the most important thing is you're gonna need slip leash, clip leash. On the slip leash, you're always gonna have this metal circle, and all you have to do is clip your clip leash to that metal circle. That means that while the leash is on their head, hi, girl. When I'm walking them, come on, I get them back in their kennel. I can drop my slip. This is with the door closed. We'll do a demo in a second. I can pull this, which will make the loop bigger, and I can slide it off their head without needing to touch them, without needing to crack the door and make myself vulnerable to a dasher. So if you're going to, you have a head shy dog, you have a neck shy dog, you have a dog that's really sensitive with touching, as I mentioned, I will put it on my slip lead before I even get them out. The most important thing here is that you have to pay attention to what you're putting tension on. And if you are putting equal tension on your clip leash, it's going to be making your neck hole bigger by nature. So if I put it on at the beginning of the walk, I let the clip leash drag the entire time. I don't care if it gets peed on. I don't care if it gets dirty. It is just gonna be a tool for me at the end that's gonna make things super simple. And it's gonna be the least invasive, most comfortable for the dog. So if we were going out for a walk, I would just let it drag. And then as we come to a natural stopping point before we go into the building or into the kennel area, so again, using the vestibule, using the divider doors before you're in the living situation, and using that as an opportunity to grab this. Then when you get back, you're gonna put her in her kennel. You're going to shut the door so it pinches between the door and the wall. You can drop your slip lead altogether, and you'll just tug on this gently to make the loop big enough to let them out. So we'll practice it going into the kennel and show you what that looks like. Again, this is a skill, tremendously helpful, and most important to practice on dogs who don't need it at first. Any easy peasy dog, she would be an excellent dog to practice this on who isn't resistant, so that when you get to a dog who is, you're familiar with it, you have comfortability with your hands, and you struggle less. Now, if you don't like it dragging, which I understand some people don't, then my suggestion is this. You have your slip leash. This is what you want the tension on. Again, it's not helpful to push this down if you have a head shy or neck shy dog because you're still reaching towards them. It's still invasive. So it's gonna be on you to make sure you have enough tension on your slip leash that the loop isn't big enough for them to escape. So you're gonna want to, if you don't want this to drag, you're gonna want to hold the hand loop on the slip leash in your dominant hand so you can continue to keep that pressure on. And then I will usually let the clip leash just over my wrist. That way I don't have any temptation to pull on this. If I need to redirect her, I'm not accidentally pulling equally. So again, there's no reason why it can't be on the ground, but if you don't like that, if the dog's tripping on it, if they're weirded out by it, just hang it over your wrist. That way you're not tempted to pull on it. Living space, you're gonna let them go inside first. You're gonna close the door so it pinches both of your leashes, drop your slip lead, and then use the clip leash to tug on the slip lead to pull it off and go ahead and close the door.